Hey guys, gonna teach you sort of a quick tutorial, not really, on how to export VDBs from Embergen to Blender. So we got a simple scene. This is just basically default with a bit of a larger domain size. Very slow because I got rendering going on in the back. So I'm just gonna set our number of frames, put in file name, make sure you have density, and make sure you have flames. You can put the rest of the stuff if you want, but I'm going to leave everything at default. And let's go ahead and go to Blender. Welcome to Blender. You're going to go, where is it? Volume, import OpenVDB. Go to it in your folder, find it, whatever. Import it in. And let Blender load. There she is. Beautiful as ever. Looking volume. I'm going to go to the render view. You can already see it's being rendered. So I set up a sky texture, put in a shadow catcher, and yeah, going to lower the intensity, going to give it a material. Here we go. And a very simple material. So I'm going to set it to 20 just to show you thickness is there, whatever. I'm going to set this to flames. Nope. There we go. Flames. I'm going to set it to 1. Now you're not going to see anything. Why? Let me set this to 0. You can kind of see a little bit. That's because the temperature's not high enough. Put it to 5,000, you can see the flames. Put it to 10,000, now you can see the flames kind of spreading. So I set it to 5, there you go. I'm going to set this down to 0. Now you can see the flames and everything looks pretty cool. For those of you that are still having trouble, maybe you don't see your simulation in the viewport, make sure in your VDB settings that you have density and flames, the information that you exported, and also make sure that you have sequence selected. This will tell you if your information actually exported correctly. So you see in here, I can set it to whatever color I want. Doesn't matter. VDBs are not going to export color information, so you're going to have to do that yourself, but you can do whatever you want. I'm going to set it back to 20, just so I can show you some detail. A lot of people have trouble understanding that voxel size is pretty important when it comes to the resolution of your pyro. You can see the voxel size is not very good. Obviously it's low because the resolution kind of looks like crap. You can see there. So what we're going to do is re-export it. You can see it's at 12 million. That's pretty low. Yeah, 12 million is pretty low. So I kind of want to get that to 100 million. So I'm going to set it to upscale X2 to get it to about 100 million, and we'll go ahead and export. Alright, back in Blender, I'm going to re-import the exact same file. So everything's the same, except we have more voxels. Let me click the timeline here. Oh, wait, I got to set a material. Yeah, set the exact same material. There we go. And I'll kind of go ahead. It's not 100% like you can really tell, but if you want more detail, you need to increase your voxels. Now I'm going to put a side-by-side comparison. You can see it's not a huge difference, but it's a difference. So here, this is the shader that Embergen recommends. The Embergen dev team recommends this shader, just for those who don't know. I just put in a basic shader with brightness and contrast and attributes, and you can copy that right there on the screen to the left if you want. And you can see that I got a pretty decent result. I'd render it. I'd use it. That's kind of it. Yeah. So now you're thinking, well, whoa, what about particles, man? We can export particles just like VDB, but how do you do it? I'm going to show you, don't worry. So we got a simple little thing here. I'm going to leave everything at default. You can put colors, you can export whatever you want. I'm going to leave it at default. And I'm going to go ahead and export it now. Alright. In Blender, already messed it up. Go to Import Alembic, make sure this is checked on sequence, make sure that you select the very first frame, hit Import Alembic. There we go, we have the animation. Let me zoom out. So how do we make it into a mesh? Because it's just points. Well, you're going to have to go to the Geometry Node section, right there. You're going to click on New, and then you're going to drag this little thing and put in Mesh to Points. And then drag that to the geometry and bam! Now your points are meshes. And you can adjust the radius however you want. It does not matter. You can set it super small, maybe not so super small, you know. I'm going to set mine back to the default. I'm going to zoom in here. You can see the little dots, little spheres, little points. I'll set it to maybe 0.03. You can see there. Or you can make it really big. Oh yeah. Looks like a molecular thing there. But I'll just set it back to default. And again, you can export colors or whatever, but I'm just gonna keep it all at default. You know, I'm gonna set up a simple scene, just the sun, and add a little plane. Go to the world settings. Turn that down just a bit. You can see the meshes and all the good stuff. Select your particles. Now, here we go. I'm going to give it a material. Oh, wait. It's not set in the material. What's happening? That's because geometry nodes, you have to actually apply the material node in the geometry node section itself. So I can just select my material, put it in the node, put it in the geometry, but bam, it's red. Okay? You set it whatever you want. Green, blue, whatever. Don't matter. You can set it whatever you want. Now I'm going to have emission. I'm going to set that emission bright. There we go. Set that to orange, pink. Yeah, pink looks good. Pinkish, reddish, purple thing. That's kind of it. That's literally it. There's nothing much else to it. So, yeah. You're welcome. Have a good one. I'm just going to let this play, just to show you. And, yeah. Enjoy. Bye.